Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another Facebook Live on the Environmental Learning Centers of Connecticut Facebook page. My name is Lauren Pryor, and the first thing we're going to do, since Earth Day was yesterday, when it really should be every day, or we celebrate it every day here at Environmental Learning Centers, we had a lot of submissions for the 2020 Seek Challenge, where families downloaded the Seek by iNaturalist app to identify different animals or plants in their backyard or local open spaces or at the Barnes Nature Center. This is your daily reminder that the Barnes Nature Center trails are open every single day, sunrise to sunset, so the trails are still open, and we have also put out some nature signs, some signage out there so you can continue your learning out on the trails, and we are updating them every few weeks to kind of correspond with the changes that you're going to see out there on the trail as we progress in the spring season. But back to the challenge. So we had a lot of submissions to submit your completed 2020 spring citizen science challenge through the Seek app, and the winner we're going to draw here. We've got a bunch of names in this basket, and which I will draw the name, and the name of the winner will receive a family membership, and this family membership again allows you to have your child enroll in the Indian Rock Summer Camp. It allows you to have discounted rates on some of our events and activities, and then it also allows you free admission inside the Barnes Nature Center building when we reopen. So we're going to pick a name here. And the winner of the family membership with the Environmental Learning Centers of Connecticut is Krista Salvador. So what we'll do is we'll message you on your challenge submission so you can private message us back your contact information, and we'll get in touch with you to set up your family membership. All right, awesome. So we are going to continue with our educational content this morning with our Facebook Live. So we are outside today on the Indian Rock Education Farm because there's one animal that we have not visited yet that we are going to visit this morning, and her name is Maebel. So I'm going to come behind the camera so we can move around and check her out. And who Maebel is? Say good morning, Maebel. Maebel is a pot-bellied pig. So we adopted Maebel a few years ago as an adult. And Maebel, as a pot-bellied pig, she is a mammal. So when we check out her body, we can see she's got all these hairs on her body. But even though she's hairy, she is not soft. She's very bristly. She's opening her, she knows I have some treats for her, so she wants her treats. That's why she's opening her mouth like that. But as a pot-bellied pig, living on a farm, we have to provide everything for her, so we give her her daily needs. And her daily needs in her pig pen, just like all of our other animals on the farm, include fresh water every single day, food. We give her 2 cups of grain every single morning and every single evening, but then we also supplement it with veggies and fruits, sometimes meats. And when we take her out for walks outside of her pig pen, she loves acorns. So we give her fresh food every day, her fresh water. Oh yes, good morning. And then of course we make sure that her enclosure is secure and clean and also warm. So she's got these hairy bristles These bristly hairs. You can take a closer look. But we give her some extra warmth, so on colder nights in the winter time, we give her a nice heat lamp to kind of give her an extra boost to help keep her warm. The pig, so our pot-bellied pig here, Maebel, she is the smartest animal on the farm. Pigs are very, very intelligent. And how she eats, I'll put some food on the ground for her so we can see how she eats. Because pigs eat in a pretty particular way. So I have some grain here for her. This is what her grain looks like. So she gets a full 2 cups every morning. She already got her big breakfast this morning, so here's just a little bit. She's trying to show off for us. She knows we've got her food here, so she's sitting down for us. So how pigs eat is if we zoom in, she's really using her nose. You can see her nose wiggling. So pigs really have a flat nose, and they're going to be using it to kind of push around the soil when they're eating. So not only is she smelling out her food, but she's pushing dirt and the leaves and the sticks out of her way. So in a way, she's kind of digging with her face. She does have plenty of teeth in that mouth. So pigs do have teeth. But her nose is also really great as a form of communication. So pigs make a very large variety of noises. And sometimes these noises are something you would not expect to come out of a pig. She was a little noisy this morning. We'll see if throughout this video she makes any other noises for us. But if she doesn't, I highly recommend checking out other videos of pig noises because they are something else. So pigs are very smart. They're really good communicators. We'll check out her bristly hairs here. Even though she's short, she's very, you might call her thick. So she's very dense. She's a couple 100 pounds even though she's short. She's probably about 3 feet long from her tail to the tip of her nose. And probably just about 2 feet tall. So she's not a very large animal, but she is a heavy, dense animal. She can run, so pigs don't just mosey around. She can run up to about 11 miles an hour. And pigs, when they feel threatened or insecure, they do exhibit a charging behavior. Sometimes it's a real charge and sometimes it's a bluff. when we check out her hairs again, her bristly hairs are not very thick, so you can see down to her skin. So pigs, you might see a lot of images or videos of pigs being really, really muddy. So a lot of people think that they're dirty animals, when they're actually very clean. They're just in the mud they kind of wallow in the mud to cover that skin. Their skin is sensitive like human skin, to cover it so they do not get sunburned. So that mud kind of acts as a natural sunscreen because she can get sunburned. And it would be just as uncomfortable to her as it is for us, and she doesn't want that. So that's why pigs love to hang out in the mud. It's also that mud's gonna provide a covering from a lot of insects too. So she won't have many insect bites. But she's still working at getting that little bit of grain I gave her. So we see that nose really working. She's really sniffing out each individual piece of grain. She's not gonna let any of it go missing. In her enclosure here, we can see some of the holes she has dug out using her nose. And we can start to see how she's pushing away the leaves using her nose. So her nose is a really great tool for her. Now, just like a lot of farm animals, so all of our farm animals on the Indian Rock Education Farm are used for just that, educational programs. But there are commercial farms who use pigs for food or other products. Pigs can provide humans with other products besides food. So food, of course, we get bacon and ham. A pot-bellied pig is not really the type of pig that a human would consume. Pigs that people eat are much, much larger. So we only have Maebel the pot-bellied pig here, but if you've never visited a farm, a working farm with animals that are going to be used for food products, I recommend looking up a picture on how big they are. It's quite surprising if you've never seen one in person how big pigs can get. But we get food products from her, or pigs in general, but also those hairs, so those really bristly hairs, have a lot of purposes too. We're talking toothbrush bristles and bristles on your paintbrush. So if you like to paint, if you're an artist, pig hairs might be something that your paintbrush is made out of. Old-fashioned footballs are also made out of the skin from a pig, so we would call that leather. So that's how we get the term pig skin when we're talking about a football. So when we make pigs as happy as they can be, especially on those working commercial farms, they're going to give us products back in return. that is a little insider look to Maebel, the pot-bellied pig. Our last animal to be covered on the Indian Rock Education Farm. We're going to be back tomorrow, Friday at 10 a.m. for our next Facebook Live program. Thanks for tuning in this morning, and thank you to all of the participants in our Seek 2020 Citizen Science Challenge. And congratulations to our winner. We'll be in touch soon. But thanks for tuning in this morning, and we hope you tune back in tomorrow at 10 a.m.